How are you today? Beautiful day from this side. Once again, my name is Victor Adelaja, and this is an affirmation session that is tagged Food for the Heart once again. Back so quick. Well, if you have been following up with the new series that I just started like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I want to appreciate all that have been following up, all that have been listening, making comments, and observations and all that. Most importantly, your feedback are amazing, and I want you to know that they are very, very important to us. Some of the things that came up, we started by saying we should learn to manage our personal problems. We explain the reason, how the society is being affected with that, and how that it is better for us to learn how those people we are running to, we should not go to them only for the peanut or for the help, but we should just also learn the way they are resolving their own problem. And I brought hints and tips on how they resolve their problem so that you also can be self-sufficient and you also can have dignity and self-respect for yourself. And the following week, I'll now talk about how you can do it better. And I said that is by selling your brand and not selling your problem. You remember, and we explained a little bit about that. But questions keep popping in, right, thereafter. Like the question that came, that caught my attention was that, what do I mean by brand? What do I mean by branding? And so today, quickly in a few minutes, that's what I'm going to talk about, right? Branding or brand that we refer to is talking about the uniqueness, right? The uniqueness that you have formed out of what you do, right? If you have a business, if you have a product, or if you have a service that you want to render, or even if you are employed in a company and you also want to sell that brand, right? Your brand is the uniqueness you have formed out of what you are doing or who you are. And what do I mean by the uniqueness? There can be, like, for example, you have given your brand a name. Whatever you do, you're a plumber, you're a hairdresser, you web design, there must be a brand name. That is, there must be a name that is attached to whatever you're doing. That people will know, this is the name that is using for that particular thing. So that is a uniqueness. Apart from the name, you can come up with a logo, right? That, oh, this logo is meant for that particular brand. Like, apart from that, you can come up with jingles, you can come up with a marketing strategy, you can come up with a write-up like the brand words and all that. These are the uniqueness that you have formed around what you do. It makes you different, right? We have a lot of people into plumbing, right? But if you give your own particular service a brand that distinguishes you from other people, right? If you have a service, right, there are many people that are into that services, right? But if you give it a brand, right, a brand is the uniqueness that you have been able to give what you do or who you are. You either have a product that you are selling or marketing, or you yourself have a service that you render. But it doesn't end like that. You have to brand it. Branding has to be with, number one, giving it a brand name. Number two, you can have a logo. Number three, you need probably an address on it. Number four, you get a website, or you have a video that introduces everything you do, that captures the things you have done in the past, the project you're working on, what is that? Or you just, if it's a service you want to talk about, you do a video that is explicit to explain. You can put that on a website too. You put a write-up on the website, the past project you've done, you put it there so that people can see what your brand is all about, right? So some people do jingle, do adverts and all that, that when you hear the jingle, you know it's talking about this company, right? All these are what we call a brand. So that is the uniqueness that you have given to your service or your product, or even if a company or organization has employed you and you actually want to sell the brand, that is the uniqueness that that organization or a company have given to themselves in terms of name, in terms of logo, in terms of brand word. You can go to advert, write-up, the website and all that. All that is what we call a brand. So when I sell your brand, what I'm saying is that the product or service that you have worked on, that is already prepared, ready to be consumed, Praise God. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that, oh, I do this. No. Everybody does it. But have you turned it to be a brand? Have you turned what you are doing to be a brand? That probably is going to be the next topic I'm going to treat, right? How to turn your service or product to a brand. But for now, I've been able to successfully explain to you what we mean by brand or branding. Until I see you next time, let's continue.